I think many people have joined, so let's start. However, before I do that, can someone confirm if you guys are able to hear me and see my screen well?
Yes, sure.
Yes, well, why?
Okay, great. So guys, today what we are gonna do is start route table. Do you guys know anything about the route table? And any one of you? Not in terms of Azure, uh, just in general, in IT infrastructure. What is a route table? Anyone knows about it?
No, sir.
No worries. So let's start. Same approach we're gonna follow. First, we'll look from the point of view, the interview question and answer point of view. What are the questions they will be asking you when it comes to interview? And then we'll understand the concept and we'll do the practical. So these are the methods we will be following. Right. I did not share the homework yesterday because I thought to complete this NSG and other things, one day is not enough. So I thought I'll share it today. So combining questions and task, I'll be sharing it today. So you guys will have 1 week to complete them. Okay, so let's start. Why am I doing route table as of now? Yesterday we discussed hub and spoke, if you remember, right? So we should have go ahead and complete the hub and spoke practical. But why am I doing route table? Because route table is one of the components of hub and spoke. When you do the VNet peering, we have seen the VNet peering already, right? All of you are comfortable with VNet peering. Can I say that now? All of you are comfortable with VNet peering?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So what is VNet peering? It's connecting two networks, right? Now I told you that in hub and spoke, we are going to connect all these networks to one. But what we have been observing or what we have been seeing here, that the traffic directly flows. If I have a machine or something in this VNet, in this virtual network, the traffic will go directly from here to, let's say, internet, or from here to here. इसका access है नहीं है, that is a different thing. VNet नहीं भी है तो at least it will give it a try here. वो block हो जाएगा because VNet pairing नहीं है अगर तो. But the route is this one, right? But when we do the hub and spoke, what do we want? That all traffic should go from here. All traffic should go from one particular route. That is what our aim, or that is what we are trying to achieve when we do hub and spoke, and that's the only method to achieve this successfully. If your traffic is not routing using this route or using this table, or not coming through here, then it doesn't make any sense to have hub and spoke. Why? Because through hub and spoke, there is only one network which is connected to your on-prem. So if this traffic is going like this, then it is not going to happen. Then this connection is not going to establish because it is not configured. What is configured? Only this one. VPN is configured only this one. So this traffic has to go from here. If you want your traffic, outbound traffic, to go in a filter way using a firewall, so if that traffic is going directly from here, then it is not helping you. There's no firewall. So it is necessary for this traffic to go from here to here. Okay, so now to achieve that, how do we do that? I've told you one more thing, that these are not transitive in nature, that if these are connected, that does not mean these two are connected, right? That is not the case. So how to achieve all that? So to achieve all that, there is a simple solution called, it's a very simple one called a routing table. Okay, we have to create user defined routing table. It is also known as UDR. So sometimes they will say manual routing table, custom routing table, or UDR, or user defined routing table. With the help of routing table, we can make sure that this traffic is going from here to here, and then anywhere, wherever we want. From here to here, from here to here, from here to here. That we can achieve using user defined routing table. In fact, even if VNet peering is there, let's say these two has VNet peering, okay, and I want this traffic also to go through some firewall, so I can define a routing table. Just a ye traffic be, it will go from here to here and like this, instead of going straight. Why? Only because I have a firewall here and I want every traffic to go using firewall. I mean, anyway, wherever I want to drive the traffic, I can do that using user defined routing table. Is it clear, guys, to everyone? What is a routing table? The concept that why do we have routing table?
So, just to like understand it in a better way, any of these network can be made as a hub network, right?
Yes, any one of. I
Okay.
told you guys yesterday, right? There's nothing special about hub network. Only you will be called, it will be called hub network the moment you connect all of these to this network. उसके अलावा कुछ भी ऐसा अलग नहीं है. When you do the routing table, when you associate a routing table here, and that routing table says that traffic should flow, this routing table will have some condition, the traffic should flow from this network. The moment you say that, then it has become your hub network. The moment you say here also that traffic for this one also should go from here, it has become your hub network. Is it clear? Other than
Yes,
that,
sir.
there is nothing specific, or there's no change in hub network. It's as simple as your other virtual network. Okay, so that is your network table or routing method, I would say. So let's go ahead and check that in detail now. Okay, before we start this, I was just waiting for some others to join, and now I think we have sufficient quorum. So anyone of you have any questions on what we did yesterday? I see Fauzia and Shika, you guys have completed this one, VPN practical successfully, right? Anyone who tried VPN and did not complete it because of some error? Not talking about the subscription issue. I'm still working on that. I remember yesterday's segregation, what I have done. Not talking about your timing issue. You did not get time. You could not manage. Not talking about those. I'm talking about people who tried and could not do it because of some technical issue that they did not understand this. Even after watching the video, they could not do the configuration. Anyone? Yes, Nitesh, what is the error you got? And with whom did you try it?
एक्चुअली सर मैं वो कर रहा था बट समझ ही नहीं रहा था मुझे.
किसके साथ ट्राई किया आपने? फर्स्ट थिंग यू रिमेंबर, यू नो इट राइट, कि VPN के लिए आपको एक और सब्सक्रिप्शन चाहिए
हाँ
होगा.
हाँ हाँ
So with
एक्चुअली.
whom did you do it?
बट नहीं, मैं किसी के साथ में मैं स्टार्टिंग में वर्चुअल मशीन बना रहा था और उसको ट्राई कर रहा था कि बनाओ, बट स्टिल मुझे समझा नहीं, तो फिर मैंने किसी को ये ना अप्रोच ही नहीं किया.
No, so you should approach someone. Uh, so where did you stuck? Virtual machine पे stuck हो गया आप?
हाँ.
Or are you not able to create a virtual machine? Is that you're saying, Nitesh?
ना 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 एक्चुअली
Then
एक्चुअली मुझे वो स्टेप याद नहीं आ रही है. मैं वीडियो देखने का सोच रहा हूँ बट स्टिल वो वीडियो में मुझे कुछ समझ रहा है, कुछ नहीं समझ रहा है. बट आई एम स्टिल ट्राइंग.
see,
मुझे
guys.
वो लोड बैलेंसर में भी प्रॉब्लम है बट स्टिल
Hmm.
वो भी नहीं आ रहा है, क्योंकि मैंने बहुत दिन से इन्हें स्टार्ट नहीं किया वो, तो उसकी वजह से मैं ये स्टक हो रहा हूँ कहीं कहीं.
So do it, guys. See, don't. I'll tell you one thing. I understand these videos, the one which I upload, these are not very fancy to watch. इसमें हम pause वगैरह लेते नहीं है, तो YouTube पे फिर से देखना थोड़ा सा बोरिंग टाइप का हो सकता है. बट यू गाइस विल हैव टू वॉच इट. इफ यू स्किप फॉरवर्ड वगैरह करोगे ना, एक आधा क्लिक मिस हो जाता है, एंड देन पूरा प्रैक्टिकल आपका मिस हो जाता है. सो नितेश, वॉच द वीडियोस अगेन प्रॉपरली, अच्छे
ओके.
से राइट डाउन द स्टेप्स, एंड देन ट्राई इट ऑन योर पोर्टल, लोड बैलेंसर वाला. एंड
ओके.
फॉर दिस वन VPN, you will definitely need someone. जिस भी सब्सक्रिप्शन के आप पार्ट हो, apart from that subscription, you will need someone to practice. I'm sure there are many people still who have not completed VPN. So approach one of them, put it in the group chat, or someone wants to connect with Nitesh, guys, please do that, and try to complete it. And if you do not get anyone, ping me. I will do the one part at my end. But then you should be clear what needs to be done at your end. And for that, if you did miss that session, if you haven't watched the recording, watch it again, try to do it, and if you're stuck at somewhere, come back to me, I'll show it to you that time, right?
ओके.
But if you come with this vague answer that I am stuck, I don't know where, so I can't help you, I mean no one can help you, and this approach will not even help you in your interview, right? If your interviewer is saying that okay, I'm stuck here, and then you say okay, what next? So that is not going to help you. When will it help you? Be it at any end, even if you are giving interview or if you are doing a practical anything, you should be very precise and very subtle about it. Very precise that okay, I am doing this practical. There are 10 steps you have mentioned. I have done 4 steps. I've created virtual machine, I've created virtual network, I've created subnet, I've created virtual network gateway, I've created local network gateway, I've created public IP, and I tried the connection. Under connection, I tried these rules, and this is the step where I have stuck. So this approach, if you keep, it will be easier for me to help you. It will be easier for someone else to help you, even when you are on job, right? Even if you approach your senior or someone when you start working, right? When you approach your senior, and if you simply go like this, कि यार ये एक task आया है मेरे पास VPN connectivity का, but I'm stuck. And and the moment he or she asks, where are you stuck? No, I'm just stuck. It will show that you are not putting your efforts. It will show that you do not know anything, and it gives a bad impression. So that should not be the case. Taking help, asking for help, it's always encouraged in companies, always welcome. Here in training also, I also always encourage you ask questions, but coming up with vague situations won't help you, right? Similarly, interviewer जब आपको ऐसे vague situation देगा, if you start troubleshooting directly on that, you're not getting anywhere. Start probing that okay, what are you trying to achieve? This what you're trying to achieve? How many steps are there? There are 12 steps. How many of them you followed successfully and you completed them? A person will say, okay, 6 of them I have completed. So you're stuck on 7, so let's start working. What did you do under 7 steps? Also, I see there are 5 or 6 components under 7 steps. What did you create? Where are you stuck? What is the error message? Can you share the screenshot? Can I take the remote of your computer? These are the steps, or these are the approach or methods you guys will have to follow, be it any situation. If you are being in interview, also in your actual job also, then only you will get something out of it. But if you come with a situation like this, okay, I'm trying to do VPN but I'm not able to do it, that it will be very difficult to help you. Not only for me, for your seniors, for anyone. And even if you call Microsoft or Azure for as a vendor support, let's say in future you get a job or something, you are a support engineer there or implementation engineer, you're stuck somewhere, and if you call Microsoft and you tell them that you're stuck at VPN and you don't give them anything, they will create 10 tickets for you. Like if you say that I'm stuck at virtual machine, they will create 1 ticket for virtual machine department, 1 ticket for networking department, 1 ticket for uh, local gateway department. Okay, Microsoft, they always have segregated departments. Not one engineer is not going to help you with everything. Okay, one will be there for networking, one for virtual machine, one for storage, one for IP configuration, one for maybe firewall, or all this. And they're gonna charge your company for all those tickets. And when that comes to your manager or your client, that for one simple issue you have raised 5 tickets or 6 tickets with Microsoft, and they have charged you $500 for each ticket, definitely you are getting a warning letter for that. And next time you do that, you're getting a termination letter. You're costing company a huge amount just because you could not portray your problem properly. So never ever do that, guys. I have been telling you, do not play with keywords, never answer in keywords, never answer vague. Be very specific that, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. These are the steps I followed. This is the step where I have stuck. Let's work on this step only. Even if you're going to Microsoft, even if you're going to your senior, even if you're going to your client. Let's say you go to your client with this situation, your client architecture or your architecture team, or you go to your uh, client technical team. Okay, I'm trying to do this and I'm stuck here. The feedback which you're gonna get through them to your manager, or maybe to your architecture team, it's not gonna be a pleasant one if you go with an approach like this. So always make sure, guys, here it's okay, completely fine. I told you this is the training session. Here we are okay to make mistakes, ask whatever you want, and that is the reason I would be correcting you, right? So whenever you have some problem, make sure you are clear with your own yesterday also, prior to the training session, when I had a session at 1 o'clock, we were discussing it with one of the members. Name is not necessary here. So it wasn't very clear that what that person was trying to do, right? So guys, it's always recommended to be very clear and concise in your own mind first, right? Okay, this is what I'm trying to achieve, this is what I have created, this is where I have stuck. उसमें आपने कुछ गलत भी किया होगा तो that is fine. Maybe आपने, you are saying कि fourth step आपने complete कर दिया 4 and you are stuck on fifth, And after taking the remote, or after when I try to help you, or maybe when your senior try to help you and they see कि आपने first step में ही गलत किया है, that is fine. It is their job to check everything from the scratch. When you come to me stating, okay, I have done these 4 steps and I'm stuck on the fifth one, I'll work on with you on the 5th step, but at the background, it's my job that I'll check the 1st से 4th तक भी जो है मैं सारा check कर लूंगा, that you are saying you have done it correctly, but I will make sure that I recheck it again. But it is your job to explain it कि मैंने 4 steps किए हैं, गलत है सही है वो आपका जो help कर रहा है वो देख लेगा. But if you come with something like this कि यार I'm stuck, I'm not able to do anything, it is gonna give a bad impression to your interviewer, to your seniors, to Microsoft, or to vendor support anywhere. So keep the approach very concise and very precisely, right? Anyone else, guys, who tried and got stuck? Yes, guys, anyone who tried VPN and got stuck? Any technical issue you're facing? Like you were not able to create VPN, or you were not able to set up connection between them, or maybe after setting up the connection also it is not pinging, something like that. Anyone of you faced the problem where IP address were overlapping, कि अपने partner ने भी same IP ले दिया 10.0.0.4 and आपका भी same IP है 10.0.0.4, so you're not even able to figure it out whether it is pinging your own machine or whether it is pinging your partner's machine with whom you're practicing. Anyone face this problem?
Yes, well, bhai.
So what did you do, Yusuf?
Actually, the first time when जब मैं पहले सलमान के साथ में किया था तब ये ओवरलैपिंग का इश्यू आया था। तो क्योंकि एक्चुअली क्या हुआ था, वो लोकल नेटवर्क गेटवे जो है वहाँ पे इंस्टेड ऑफ सलमान वीएनजी का आईपी देने के बजाय मैंने मेरा ही आईपी एड्रेस एंटर किया था उसमें।
Right.
तो इसके लिए वो एरर आया था, तो वो उसको डिलीट करके फिर से नया बनाया, तो वो इश्यू रिजॉल्व हो गया। सेकंड टाइम जब मैं सत्तार के साथ कर रहा था तब भी एक इश्यू आया। एक्चुअली सत्तार भाई ने मुझे उनके वीएनजी का पब्लिक आईपी के बजाय उनका वर्चुअल मशीन का आईपी पब्लिक आईपी शेयर किया था।
Right.
तो उसके वजह से वो नहीं हो रहा था, तो फिर वो भी वो आइडेंटिफाई किया हमने और वो डिलीट करके नया बनाया, तो वो इशू सॉर्ट आउट हो गया।
Perfect. So, but yes, in your case, Yusuf bhai, it is sorted out. I'm asking about guys
Yes, yes.
who are still stuck. I know Yusuf bhai already he has shared it. Yes. So see, Nitesh, this is one of the examples. So you connect with someone. So if you're stuck somewhere, maybe that person will help you, right? So figure it out किसके साथ करना है. And if you don't get anyone, but it won't happen कि कोई नहीं मिलेगा, and everyone is ready for the practice. So and if you don't get anyone, I'll practice with you. Ping me. But approach people first. You should be able to approach people here also. Then you will get into that habit how to work in a team culture. Okay, so guys, let's proceed now. Then if you guys do not have any questions or no one has stuck somewhere, and people who could not do it because of time and something, please go ahead and do that. VPN is very important topic. Please do that. Okay, so let's start with the routing table now. I told you why routing table is must for us, or why are we learning it now before our hub and spoke, because this is one of the components when it comes to hub and spoke. So what is a routing table? Network packets are always follow a route. What do you mean by network packet? If you guys have covered those networking sessions basic, you will know what is a network packet. If you have not, I'll just explain it. Nothing. Network packet is nothing. Whatever you're sending, you're browsing a Google, वो network packet हो गया. आपने Google यहाँ पे type कर लिया. So ये जो traffic flow हुआ, this is a network packet. I'm pinging some machine, that is a network packet. Network packet मतलब जो आपका traffic है, जो आप browsing कर रहे हो, कुछ भी कर रहे हो, that is your network traffic. If from here, if I ping google.com, that will be called network packet. ये जो है, this is called a packet. The one which it is sending, that is called packet. See, now it is sent. I am not sure why I am not able to access google.com, and this is my physical machine. It's not even my Azure machine. My internet is working. That is strange. See, I tried pinging google.com. It is taking me somewhere to .blocking .dummy. I'm not sure what's wrong with my PC. I'll have to check this once. But whatever it is. So this is called packet. You see, packet sent for received 0, lost 4. If it was successful, it would show packet sent 4, received 4, lost 0, and 100% success. Here it is showing 100% loss, but whatever it is, this is called packet. I mean, whatever you're sending, you're pinging, you're browsing, it is called packet. So don't worry about it. कोई heavy word नहीं है. Okay, is it clear, guys? What do you understand? What is a packet now?
Do
जो
we
भी
need to
traffic आप
also
access
know,
कर रहे हो, that is your packet. Sorry,
do we also need to know what's in that packets?
no, you will never know that. And you don't even know
Okay.
need to know what is a packet. I'm just explaining it to you. Azure में वैसे आपको जानने की भी जरूरत नहीं. But when you give a
Okay.
definition, you should at least know.
Okay.
Okay. So network packets, they always follow a route. If you have created, they will follow your route. If you have not created, they will follow a system defined route. Okay. Outbound packet from VM or any source. In this case, we'll be talking about VM. They follow a route that they are called system route or route, however you want to pronounce it. Okay. They follow a system route. So if you do not give them a route that this is how you have to get out, they will follow a system created route. System will always create a route for them if you have not created. So there are two types of routes. One is system route. Another one is user defined routes. This is now we are talking specifically about Azure. Okay. So in interview, they might ask you what is the difference between system route or user defined route. So what is the difference between system route and user defined route? बहुत heavy answer नहीं है इसका. In simple terms, the priority of user defined route is higher compared to system defined route. We cannot make any changes, or we cannot amend, or we cannot delete system defined route, but we can make changes, we can create, we can delete user defined route. And if there is a system, do we have to do something to override a system defined rule with user defined rule? Is there any priority number or something? No. By default, user defined rule has higher priority to over the system defined route. Is this clear, guys? These 3 points.
Yes, Surba.
Anyone who did not understand? Yes, guys. Anyone who did not get it?
Surba, can we zoom the
Sure.
screen? Thank you.
Visible now?
Yes.
Okay. So let me. I think I have shown the tracer to you many times. So this is a route, guys. See. Now this is going from my PC. This is my PC's IP address, and I'm trying to reach google.com. For some reason, it is going to .blocking.com. I don't know why. Let's say it is going to .blocking.com. It is trying to reach this IP address 13.127.247.216. So how is it going? First, it is going to my router 192.168.1.1. From my router, it is going to my ISP's router 111.226.15.255. From here, maybe it is going to some other router जहाँ पे some DNS servers जहाँ पे इसके records वगैरह updated हो गए. So this is a route what we are talking about. इतने सारे routes हो कि आपका traffic जा रहा है, and then maybe it will reach or it will not reach. It's okay in both cases, but route is being followed. Success hai ya failure hai, that is a different thing. Okay, but a route is being followed, that is important. Now ye route kisne define kiya hai? I have not done it. It is there in the configuration of my router. This is again a system defined route. Now I want कि नहीं यार मेरे इस router पे नहीं जाना चाहिए, and it should go to my another router, or it should go to my maybe a switch or something which is in the same network. So I'll have to define a route. Now defining a route on operating system, it's completely a different process altogether. इसमें काफी सारे commands वगैरह हो गए. But that is not your job. We are not learning operating system. Where do we want to define our routes? On Azure portal. So we'll go back and check in on Azure portal how to define a route on Azure portal. Okay, so it always follow a route, and look at these pictures also. Okay, see, now I have one virtual machine here and one virtual machine here, and if they're accessing internet, they have a system route directly. You don't create it. Okay, it gets created automatically. So the moment you use google.com or something from your machine, system route बना हुआ है already, वहां से वो चला जाता है, right? In this one, if I try, let's say that I have two machines. Okay, if I want to ping this machine 004 to 003, this one 04 to 14, from this to this one, from this to this, or from this to this, anyone. Let's say I'm pinging this machine to this machine. How is it going to do? It's going from this machine, the traffic will go directly to this machine. That is a system defined route. But now what I want, that नहीं यार, यहाँ से जब ट्रैफिक यहाँ पर जा रहा है ना, इस मशीन में मेरे कोई ये नहीं है, OOD से that there is no firewall, there is no antivirus, nothing. So this machine potentially can send a virus to me. So what I want, that this traffic should go from here to here, something like this. So for this, I will have to define a route. Is it clear, guys? What is a route? How it works?
Yes.
Okay. Now this is only one machine, right? So you will say that instead of installing all those firewall, everything on this one, why don't you do it here and let the traffic go as it is? Here in this picture, it's only one machine. Let's imagine that I have two machines here. I have three machines here. I have 100 machines here. Okay. I have 100 machines here and I have 100 machines here. Now these 100 machines on daily basis talk to these 100 machines. And I have a doubt that this is, let's say this is my vendor. And I think my vendor, it's a small company, they do not have good security. So they might send unintentionally, their network can send a virus to me if they connect directly. Yes, so I want a firewall. So now, instead of putting the firewall on those 100 machines separately, what will I do? I will put a firewall on this machine and I'll make sure that these 100 machines or this network, the complete traffic of this network, it is routing from here to here. So I can filter every traffic, whatever I want to block, delete, deny, allow, and then it will come to this network. That is your route. In this example, I'm taking only virtual machines because I do not have any virtual appliance. But when it comes to actual environment, you will not see virtual machines here. Traffic flow होकर जाएगा हमेशा network virtual appliance से. This is that is the reason is what machine का नाम भी ऐसा दिया है, NVA, network virtual appliance. Now what is a network virtual appliance? ये आपके firewall हो सकते हैं. Okay, it could be your firewall, it could be your heavy router, it could be anything जो ये सारी चीजों को block करे. Now, when I say firewall, guys, what do you understand? Is firewall a hardware or a software?
Software.
Anyone knows any firewall hardware? If I say that there are hardware firewalls also, is that a correct answer or a correct statement? What do you think?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, guys. Yes, softwares are also there, लेकिन software firewall चलते नहीं है. मतलब बहुत basic छोटे setups के लिए. When you go to actual environment, you will see hardware. See, this is a firewall. हार्डवेयर फायरवॉल भी होते हैं और बहुत ही ज्यादा कॉस्टली और हेवी होते हैं. FortiGate is one of the companies, best companies in the market. Here it is. These are firewalls, guys. So now just imagine that instead of this virtual machine, you will have a firewall here. So your traffic from this network, it's going here to my firewall appliance and from here to my network. This is what will happen in actual network. But in this case, we do not have firewall. So I'm going to use a virtual machine, which will act as a firewall when I do the practical for this one. So we have FortiGate firewall, we have Cisco firewall, we have McAfee firewall. The point here is I'm just trying to show you that when I say firewall, don't just assume it's a software. You will see firewall hardware, and those are very huge and costly hardwares. Is it clear to everyone? Now, when I say firewall, don't just imagine a software here. Imagine a hardware here. Is it clear, guys? This network virtual appliance, it is supposed to be a firewall and it is supposed to be a hardware, not a virtual machine. But in our practical, I'm going to take virtual machine. Is it clear till here to everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
from interview point of view, the questions might come, what is a routing table? What is a system defined? How many types are there? User defined and system defined. What are the difference between user defined and system defined? You can utilize this one also, these definitions also. I'm going to put this in questions, by the way, in today's questions. So what we are planning to do now, we will be having 3 machines. First, we'll be pinging from this machine to this machine. We'll see how it pings directly. Then we will be introducing a firewall device. We don't have actual firewall device, so I'm going to use again one more operating system which will act as a firewall device. Windows system में features होते हैं, वो थोड़ा सा firewall जैसा काम कर सकता है. You have to tweak some settings. I'll show it to you, right? So that's what we are going to do in today's practical. Before that, let's complete this one first. So the first one, it's clear, right, till here, that if we have a system routing table and a user defined routing table, which one will take overtake which one? Which one has the higher priority, guys? Or do I have to give any number or something like rules, security rules में जैसे NSG में हम देते थे, उस तरह से कोई setting करनी पड़ेगी मुझको? Sorry, what was that?
User defined route will have the higher priority.
Yes, and it is by default. You don't have to do anything. You don't
Yes.
have to change anything. You don't have to give any number, any priority number, nothing. The moment you create a user defined route and associate it with any of the subnets, by default, it becomes the higher priority. Again, this is the priority, by the way, user defined BGP and system routes. So BGP is border gateway protocol, purely networking team take cares of that. So don't worry about it. वैसे ये जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं ना, ये भी काफी हद तक Azure का एक डेडिकेटेड नेटवर्किंग टीम होता है. They take care of it, but you should know this. इंटरव्यू में पक्का पूछा जाता है. Even if they are not hiring you for Azure networking, they will ask you. Being an Azure administrator, implementation engineer, you should know this. Because first time implementation में कई बार आता है ये कि आप लोगों को एक route define करना है, ये सब करना है. It will come to you. So UDR, user defined route, or it is also known as custom routes, can be created using route table. Okay, user defined route, it's a component. इसकी service कौन सी है? If I have to go to portal and create something, what is the service we have for that? The service called route tables. Under route table, I will create some. See, this is the route table. I've just created one. I'll delete it. Don't worry. I'll delete everything and I'm going to show it to you from scratch. Under route table is the service. I'll be creating routes, user defined routes. I will be creating. Okay, but the service is route table. Remember this, guys. If you find UDR on this portal, you're not going to see it exactly something like UDR. The service which you have to use is route table, and you create routes. That is called your user defined routes. Okay, route table should be in the same region of the subnet where we plan to assign. Okay, route table always gets applied on subnet level. Is it clear? This they might ask, even if they don't ask, while explaining what is a route table, you should say this clearly. The route table should be in the same region of the subnet where we plan to assign it, and route table always get applied on a subnet level. Can I apply a route table on VNet? No. Can I apply a route table directly on a NIC? No. Where do I apply this route table?
Subnet level.
Always on the subnet level. Route table, next hop, destination. This we are going to see in practical. A route add. These are the steps I have given for practical. Okay. Propagate routing. Propagate gateway route. Ignore this one. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. Purely networking team will take care of this. Okay. So you guys have to worry about this part when it comes to theory. When we do the practical, I'm going to show what all we are going to do. Any questions, guys? Do you have here? There are 2 minutes left. I'm not starting the practical now. We'll do the practical in next session. So 2 minutes are left if you guys have any questions.
Sohail bhai,
Yes.
user-defined routing is applicable only on on-premises network or all on the environments?
No, we're not even talking about this on-prem. On-prem kahan se aa gaya?
No, just I'm
We're just
asking.
talking about the Azure.
Okay.
Oh, are you asking that can we do it in on-prem also?
Yes.
Oh yes, definitely. But it is not called user-defined route. This is an Azure specific term, user-defined route. But if your question was कि हम वहां पर भी होता है कि हाँ definitely होता है, but वो उसका configuration भी बहुत hard होता है. और उसका कॉन्फ़िगरेशन डायरेक्टली ओएस लेवल पे होता है या आपके राउटर लेवल पे होता है, दैट इज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट व्हेन इट कम्स टू ऑन प्रेम नेटवर्क। वो बहुत ही अलग टाइप का ये होता है, बट यस द सेम कॉन्सेप्ट इज देयर। Azure में आके बहुत ज्यादा सिंपल हो गया वो। Azure में यू कैन अचीव इट इन 2 और 3 मे बी 5 स्टेप्स में आप अचीव कर लोगे। When it is there, let's say there is no cloud, nothing, पूरा का पूरा आपका ऑन प्रीमिस पे सर्वर है, and there also you want some routing table, definitely होता है। See, there is nothing new in this one cloud. जो कुछ है हर चीज पहले से होते आई है। हाँ, there are new methods, new technologies, and which are easier compared to our on-prem. On-prem में होता है routing table, definitely होता है। There are multiple ways and multiple scenarios जहाँ पे routing table की जरूरत पड़ती है, and it is very difficult to very difficult to configure the route table on OS level or route on network this one your router level.
Got it.
But we don't have to worry about it. And most of the time वो पूरा command पे ही होगा, पूरा का पूरा जो है command पे होगा. Let me see if I can show you the route print here. Whatever route I have, I can see it using this command route print कि मेरे इसमें क्या क्या जो है ये route already configured, and if I have to change, I can do that accordingly. Route print, add, edit something. But we're not worrying about it. ये हम नहीं कर रहे. We are just learning the Azure one. So if the session stops, guys, I will start without any break. Right? Any other questions do you have, guys?